What's up? It's your big homie Gonzo with Triple J Magnum, and we're doing a Breaking Badass review on a 2005 Dodge Magnum RT. And we're out here in the sun in New Mexico. Damn, it is beaten down, but that's normal out here for us. Space Ghost is the name of this car. 2005 Dodge Magnum RT, 5.7 liter Hemi. When we got this vehicle, it was in very rough shape. It was, I would call it limp mode, I guess you could say. Had a water coolant issue. Every component in the water coolant section of this engine was bad. And yeah, the owner, he bought it in 2008. As soon as it exploded, with the coolant at least, he parked it, and it sat for years. And he had just changed the transmission. There's only 5,000 miles on the transmission, and it ran, but it didn't want to go. Still have a lot of work to do. You can see there's paint chips, so I'm slowly repainting and fixing issues like that. Magnum Misfits, chapter president for New Mexico. So if you are in New Mexico, when you've got a Magnum and you want to be part of the Misfits and Triple J Magnum, let me know, and I'll reach out to you, or you reach out to me, and we'll figure it all out. There's a dent right there in the quarter panel above the rear wheel. I will be fixing myself. I used the Plasti Dip to give it this elongated look, the windows and the top. I'm not done with this build. Right now it has the 2006 Dodge Charger RT Daytona wheels on. I trade wheels to see which wheels look good on who, or if I need to take off other wheels to paint or whatnot. So these are not the final wheels that Space Ghost will have. And right here, I painted the front end to give it a different look. Almost like a 300C front end. I got to put on the badge, the RT badge. Yeah, so after replacing all the coolant components, I mean everything, I found out that it had a bad mouse problem. So the mice ate everything, and that was part of the reason of the coolant going crazy for this previous owner. The mice, I don't know if it was a he or a girl, but chewed through the wiring that went to the fans, and chewed through the wiring that went to the injectors. So it was running on all 4 injectors at most, because they were all straight cut and gone. So after repairing all the electrical and the coolant components, she's running good, running strong. 5,000 on the transmission and 156 on the engine, which we'll be coming to shortly after we look at the inside. But yeah, 2008 he had it until just the beginning of last year, or the end of last year, when we got it. We got it for a good deal, under 2K. But of course it needed a lot of work, a lot of body work, paint work, headlights, fog lamps, black bezels, all kinds of stuff. But it did, like I said, had brand new brakes, brand new suspension, well, relatively brand new, about the same age as the transmission when it was replaced. So let's move on to the inside. Alright, we are now going to look at the interior. There needs to be some leather repair right there, but other than that, the rest is good. So let's go inside. Oh. Got a dash cover on here. The vents are not blown out or warped. Got the original stereo in there that works. 680 changer. I changed the gear shifter knob because I'm going with the skull theme. We got the Dodge mats. It's in really good condition. Besides that tear in the seat, it has everything it's supposed to have. It's a real clean car. It's a first run edition. So out of all the Magnums, this one was more than likely used at dealerships for display, or yeah, boutiques, you know, when it first came out. It's got every bell and whistle you could imagine, except for that DVD player. I don't know even they offered that for that 2005, which it was really made in 2004. So let's move on back to the trunk area. Still has its cover, everything in place, all the parts for underneath, spare tire, the different levels that's below this for those who know what it comes with. Let's move on to the other side. Again, beautiful condition. There's white sands and a bunch of bugs making noise. Okay, now into the front seat. From this angle, like I said, it's in great condition. Runs very well and goes hard. Beautiful, beautiful vehicle. I love this Magnum Space Ghost. Hall's button. The stereo system sounds great. Like, it really sounds really good. I mean, it hits hard. The bass hits hard and everything. I don't have any subs set up yet in the back. Coming soon. Draugr Krampus, one of the Magnum Misfits members, he's making the subs, the boxes for the subs, fiberglass that you can insert back here. So I'm going to give a shout out to him before you stick them right there. So coolant, you never know. And that's the car cover. Paint ain't perfect, but I want to take care of it, make it last for a very long time. So let's move on to the engine. Here's the engine compartment. I try to keep it clean. This is the 5.7 liter Hemi. All new coolant components. That's new to the reservoir. Everything I redid, wired myself, and yeah, it's in great condition. Even though it's sat for so long, and I do mean long. It was covered in pine cone needles, and like I said, mice were nesting in here, and it was a pretty bad mess. But I like to keep all the Triple J Magnum vehicles, and not just running well, but looking good inside and out. And you don't have to have a RT or an Essex, or what's it called, a Scat Pack or a Damon or any of those fun names and different trims of all our different Mopars. Hey, SXT, SE, don't matter. If you take care of your car, you clean it right, it's gonna look good, whatever engine it has. Just keep it running good. Take care of your car. Love your car. Don't worry about the haters. You know, let them hate, whatever. Waste their time. They're wasting time. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and turn on the engine so you can hear how the exhaust sounds.
and that was just pushing half the throttle in, so I still had a lot more to go with the gas pedal. Yeah, Space Ghost gets it, and I just wonder if it was tuned before I got it, because yeah, pushes me back. And that's Space Ghost, everybody. See you soon.
What?